My son has his friend lives in a... Hi guys. Yes, I've been exercising, babies. Yes, um uh, you just wait for me to go online, don't you? My cat sees me now, he gets mixed signals. He's like, hold it, you're doing exercises. Because sometimes I have exercises that only deal with the upper body, and I'll be sitting in another seat, and he goes, oh, that don't make sense. I have been exercising now close to a whole month. Close to it, but not quite. And it's been pretty good. So, speaking of staying younger, that's what exercising does. It keeps you younger, it makes you feel better, it helps you actually absorb some vitamins. If you're a leaner person, you can take care of yourself better. My dad used to say, what do you want to be? Do you want to be the person in a wheelchair that's all that can't take care of themselves because you're too lazy to go to the gym or to exercise at home? So when I went, I guess you can say when I went looking for a exercise app, I had done Noom, and it was great, except it didn't have no exercises that it offered unless you paid extra. But it did have a lot of really good recipes, and it taught me that I do a lot of what you call, I eat because I'm bored. I'm not eating because I have stuff to do. I'm eating because I have the food there and I'll eat it. So I have to limit myself with junk food sometimes, because if I want to lose weight, I'm never going to do it if I'm just going to keep eating extra stuff. But anyway, I wanted to say that my cat's doing quite well. He's just being his typical self. So let's make a joint or blunt. There we go. We're going to make a blunt. All right. I am using this, and you can see that, and it has this. It's really a good company from, and they've always sent it, you know, before it was even stated. I order from them all the time. They got great products. So okay. Sometimes it comes like this, and let me show you what I do. When I get something like this, because you just want the ends where it's open, you wet it. And you kind of massage it. Here it is. I massage it kind of open. There we go. And you, whoops, getting it. It's just a little, there we go. I'm going to let that air out a little bit, and then we'll start on a blunt. Yeah, I told my son, I said, the room's getting there, man. I stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday. Hi, how are you? Oh, today we are going to be making a blunt, and we're going to be talking in a joking manner about the Chinese have said that they found how to cut the aging process. They learned how to work the genome and turn it off. I think they've known about that for a long time yet. I really do, because Chinese look good for their age, okay? You know? I work with someone who's got that background, they're Asian and they look young. Yeah, I'm sure they already took it. They're looking at no, look at dumb American. You're getting old. We old young. We're Chinese. We turned off the aging genome. Woohoo! And they're all running around. Yeah. It's like when you go to call a Chinese fortune teller and it goes, "Oh, I know what in your future you get older. Yeah, because Chinese found out to turn off aging genome, so you get older. That's what I know about your future. Ha ha." So yes, I use Better Me because it keeps me in check. I mean, I'm going to be honest, some of the exercises I'm going to state for when you get older, you have to work certain parts of your body, and I love Hilt. I usually use Hilt, man. Hilt's like my man. But you got to start off a couple months into the easy exercises. You kind of get yourself formulated. Then on the third month, what I usually do, I hit Hilt, full Hilt. I could do 2 or 3 in a row and stuff. And then your stamina is a little bit more too. Yeah. So this is now dry enough and I can make a blunt. So yeah, I think it's dry enough. Oh well. Ooh. So they have ways of, they had of a guy. Now this is what gets me, and it's almost kind of funny. You have a guy using all this science and stuff so he could stay young, and I think that's pretty cool too. I'm going to be honest. We have a guy here in, I think it's California, and he does all this stuff, and to stay young. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty fucking cool. So, yeah. So, I'm going to put some, I found this. This was given to me. I was like, yay, I found it. Because I can't get Keith out here. It came from some friends of mine. So, I got Keith. I do have Keith, but not a whole lot. There we go, put a little bit in. Gotta put it in the middle and then close it up. Make sure it's done and closed. Yeah, I didn't know if I said 7 or whatever. Usually on Friday I do it at 7, but that's okay. I don't mind going a little early. I gotta steam clean. I'm gonna take everything on this side is going to be gone, and I'm going to have to steam clean like half this room, And then what I'm going to do is Saturday just clean up my room and stuff, because I gotta stay clean. This is just, it been a little nasty. What would happen was, you know, when I wasn't staying in here, it got dusty and stuff, and I just used it as a, you know, other, just storage. There we go. I want to get it at the very end, and I'm not going to, like, close this up, so. Hi, Bobby. Yeah, he's going into his spot when I'm on here is over at the chair now. He knows, yeah, I don't want you messing with my shoe. So, that was a good one. Now, hi, how are you? I'm going to go put my makeup on, and we can talk about if the government finds out that, and what is being said is that the Chinese, oh my gosh, it's a heart. Look at that. Wow, that is absolutely adorable, and I did not plan that. Came that way. Yeah, I used my HelloFresh bags. I had to tell them I needed 2 months off, but I'm going to have to do it each week of fun shit. Yeah. I'm a broke ass bitch. But so anyway, here we have it, you know. They said that they have found the genome and manipulated where we don't get old. Now, I think the Chinese have already been doing that. They really have. Well, let me see where. Oh, there we go. There. All right. No, I'm not calling you, baby. My cat thinks I'm calling him, and he's like, "Oh, you got something for me? I know you're calling me." No, I'm not calling you, baby. I am not. I really am not. That's what I'm using. Okay, yeah. So my other one just, you know. My cat's watching. So yeah, I'm sitting there thinking, wow, you know, you imagine that Social Security is going to be a whole different thing if we donate. It'll be like 150. Yeah, you know, Jake's like, 400 years old now. You imagine people looking good? They're 400 or 500 years old, you know, the aging. Imagine that. You mess with those, huh? But yeah, the Chinese apparently got that done. And I'm sitting there thinking, wow, this is something else. Yeah. So I'm thinking, So if they get this given, say they say it reverses it, could you imagine all these people who've been getting Social Security for the past, years? Do you think that they will be, if they got young again, if they took that, what do you think would happen? She was like, I did my time. I did my time. I'm not going to go back. So I'm like, okay. Goodness. There we go. All right. So anyway, yeah, I'm just thinking, here we are. Do you think it would change? But it also changed the dating perspective. These guys who, if somebody that they are closer to age, and if that would mean that people's age wouldn't matter, it would be a whole different thing. Damn it, Grandma took that medicine to make her live longer. Now she's decided that everybody get a grand for Christmas, but I wanted her to. God dang it. Yeah. Now I don't know how true that is, and if they're trying it on anybody. AI can be used. So yeah. Yeah, I turned off my TV. I've been watching Vikings, but I just can't get into it. I had a friend, she was all into it, and I'm like, I don't know. I like this essential brow, it's pretty good. I have to draw my eyebrows on for a while now. You're a weird cat. Essential brow. That's what it's called. It is. I need my essential brow. And it looks, pretty good. They have a real good. So, yeah. And, more or less the usual stuff. President Trump is really cleaning up things. Let me see, do I got lipstick in here? Oh, goodness, no. Let me check in here. Oh, let me see. Okay, that in here. This one's called Rave Super Sheer Lip Color, made in Italy. Ooh. Oh, different. It's different. Okay. Hi, how are you? This is Omega. We are talking about how the Chinese have done it again, and they have decided to stop us from aging. That's right. They found the genome that causes aging. So I already knew they would do that. I really would. Yeah. So with that, do you think the secretary, more or less, that they're going to change it to a different, hey, we're going to expect a little more money from everybody. I don't like that brown color. Oh, that bad. Oh, that color. Much better. So, how is everybody? Happy Friday. Woohoo, Friday. We made it. So, anyway, how's everybody's week been? Oh, look at my cat's having so much fun. Hi, how are you? I am Omegaforeverpahrump, and let's talk about, some comedy, some happiness, some good vibes, and we're more or less in the world of aging. The Chinese have found a way to stop it. That's right. We'll be working a whole lot longer. But think about it. You won't be feeling rushed to having to start a family because Shoot, you could spend 40 years trying to get your own, way. Because we have the genome to stop aging. Well, the Chinese does. We could steal it. I know we can. President Trump's like, get him on the phone. Let's find out if they got that. Yeah, let's go and try that stuff out. You imagine that? Well, let's keep the comedy going. And usually I don't start until 7 on a Friday, but, you know. Oh, that's what I didn't do. I need to share. So it's nice and warm out. Oh, spring. Spring is sprung. Well, let's see about going on my other computer and getting some music on, because whoa, there we go. It's been a while. All right, let's see what kind of music I can get. Okay, go. Okay, music. Hi, how are you? Hey, Two Tacos, how are you? I'm trying to get classical music. Oh, good. Royalty-free music. Oh, it's a masterpieces. There we go. I can't play that because I'll get spanked. And I play stuff that's 100 years old. Yeah. Because once you get spanked by these YouTube, it's not like TikTok, put in any music and you can, kind of jam to it. Yeah, it's pretty cool when you do that. You can jam to some music. Oh, wires are getting stuck on my feet. There we go. Get them unstuck from my feet. Because I have sometimes my phone when I forget to charge it, but I'm waiting for it to pull up. So yeah. They would get in trouble, so it's got to be 100 years old. Either I deal with real old music, and yeah, it's got to be 100 years old. Yeah. So what are you doing today? 2 tacos. Yeah. So did you hear about the Chinese discovering a way to stop us from aging? They discovered the aging genome and how to turn it off. And better not tell the president. He'd be going, hey, we're not retiring you at this age no more. Oh, we're going to be 150 years old. Yeah. Imagine looking at a guy who looks about 30 years old going, I got 5 more years. I don't know if I can make it to 150. So yeah, I've been working out and I've been using Better Me. It's been almost a month. And yeah, you know, I got to cut down all my other stuff that I like to do. But that's fine. I can deal with that, you know. I am. So let's enjoy a joint together. All right. My music seems to have not compiled. So let me go back and check on that. Yeah, my cat's like got his little perch right next to. Yeah, you used to like that when I'd go. Okay, let me. There we go. Where's my music? Oh man. Oh, where are you from, 2 Tacos? Where's my music? I usually have my music on here. Well, it looks like I'm stuck with. All right, let me look at YouTube. Oh, yeah, I was there Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, I know somebody in Vegas. Yeah, you'll meet him Monday when he comes over here. You'll meet him. So, what's your favorite place to go to do your slots? Yeah, it's starting to get hot. I noticed that we put our air on today and it's only February still. Yeah, it's February and we're putting our air on and I'm going, whoa, that's some serious stuff. So I said, ooh, we got that going. Oh, I'm gonna have to put YouTube on my TV. Yeah. Oh, health. Yeah. You got to be careful. You really do. And anytime after your 20s, you got to watch it. I'm going to say honestly, I'm lucky about my family because